Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So as usual, starting off with Euro USD, and on the 8 hour this is a potential trend reversal that is brewing. So we are below the moving average, but obviously what I'd want to see now is a pullback, retest, and then a continuation. Okay, so at the moment it is breaking trend lines. There's a lot going on. I mean, there's a fairly strong and well respected trend line right there. You can see there it was respected and then they're respected, and we've got a bit of a range bar on that, and then we sort of dropped on Friday's close, and now we've gapped down and we are moving to the downside. We do have quite a bit of support brewing here, so this is an area I'd be looking to buy off. Okay, because the trend is up, I'm still going with the trend. It's only until we get a rejection off a breakout that I need to be worried about a potential turn. And there's my first breakout, and my second breakout is roughly around there. Okay, so let's just get down to the 1 hour and you'll see what's transpiring here. So you can see here's a breakout. Let's just line that up properly. There it is there. We close below it, up, and then gap down, and now we're coming on to a very strong area of support. So this is an area that I'd be looking to buy into, and first target would be the breakouts. Now the problem is you're going to have two breakout levels there, so that's the first one, which 9 times out of 10 is what will be tagged, and then you'll pull back. It'll probably form a double bottom or some kind of bullish pattern, and then rally to the next level. My oscillators, and watch out for this video, it's coming out soon, are indicating that we are near to a bottom as well. We're not at a bottom yet, but we are pretty close to a bottom. So I'm looking at the levels, and this is the most logical level, 121.653. Okay, so now I'm looking for a pullback, and then you probably find a bit of a pullback again. So you rally, pullback, and then another rally. That's the kind of structure I'm looking for. So I'm interested in buying off here. And although, you know, if you look at the 1 hour, we are kind of in a downward trend. We broke. There's a retest of the moving average, and then we fell. But I think that's the take profit area anyway. This is a pretty big area, this 121.653. Lots of politics happening, lots of noise happening in the US. So personally, I'm staying away from dollar pairs at the moment. So, but that is the structure that I can see there. US dollar, Japanese yen. So we had this trend line, we've broken, we've consolidated, and now we are moving again. The challenge that I see at the moment is we are coming up, we are breaking through different levels here quite easily, aren't we? And that looks like the next level there, so let's just get that one. That's 104.226. Yeah, it's a difficult one here. I'd want to see a gap close and a continuation if it's going to continue. Otherwise, what I'm expecting is a gap close, drop below, come back, retest the underside, and then move back to the downside. So that all depends on what happens in the political front at the moment. But this is not something that I want to be trading at the moment. I don't want to try and second guess this. It's looking a little bit tired at the moment. See sellers, and now we exhaustion gap to the upside. That's what it's looking like to me before a continuation to the downside. And again, very similar to Euro USD, the trend on the 1 hour is up, so you're going to have buyers coming in off the bottom, off the breakouts. I'm not convinced. Okay, and probably falling into the trap that I tell all of you not to do, and that's listening to the noise. But the noise at the moment to me is it's coming from multiple fronts, and it's just raising a red flag for me. So anyway, dollar pairs I am staying far away from today. Euro Aussie dollar. So this trend is still down, and you can see Friday we did continue to the downside, and we're now rallying a little bit right now. So I want to see us come up to 158.330 is looking like the area where I would want to be selling off. Just compare that, maybe not. So by the looks of things, we could have, or we have had, there's the first trend line. You can see we drop below, and if I just adjust that to there, there's a second trend line, that's another breakout. So we could have a trend reversal brewing here. So what would we want to do? I think the logical thing at the moment is pay attention to the gap. It might be worthwhile buying off the gap if you want to anticipate a trend change, or the wiser move, which is what I'm going to do, is wait for a confirmation to see where we are. So at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, that is going sideways. We are in a bit of a range, forming a bit of a range, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see us sell off the top here, either come back and test this breakout or come all the way down. So it may just continue sideways, then come all the way down, and you probably find the breakout will be tested at the gap. So come down here, close this gap, and then move back to the upside. So that's what I suspect is going to happen here. I'd be willing to buy off 157,408, very tight stop, and possibly even chasing a short here as well once you get into this zone here of 158,330, and look at this is your stop at 158,670 area. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of noise in Europe as well, around specifically around Brexit and the coronavirus. So just keep your wits about you. I think that's what's brewing there. Personally, I'm just going to wait for a better confirmation. So either a break and a retest or a break and a retest before I start looking at that. British pound, Japanese yen. So pretty much left all the analysis in from Friday. And remember, we had this breakout, and look where the target got to. So we got to the target and then immediately reversed off it. Now we're coming back down to the bottom here. So if we just, I just want to tidy the chart up quickly, and let's just look at the 8 hour. We're coming back to this area here. So there's the first one, and then there is the second one. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see us pull back onto structure. Here's the first bit of structure, which is 14700. Let's just go to the 8 hour, well, sorry, the 1 hour for this. So that's the first bit of structure. Okay, I do have a bit of divergence here as well brewing, and at the same time, but looking like a bit of confusion off a level. So that's a very distinct possibility. What may also happen is drop into this area here. So areas I'm looking to buy off are 14700. The next level would be 145.30, and then a bigger level being 14400. Okay, that is what I'm busy looking at here. And the other thing that I'm looking at right now is a bit of a wedge forming. Okay, trend is up right now. Remember what I said, you know, yes, we are below the moving average, but the trend is up. We haven't had a retest of that breakout yet. So most logical thing is go with the trend. If it does fail here, then you've got confirmation that you need to start looking for a pullback, and that would give you a head and shoulders anyway. So that would give you a bit of structure there. But yeah, I'm looking for an opportunity to buy at least to the gap here. Stops at the moment, there's nothing really here, so I'd be wanting to go on a break or a close above the pin bar there, for argument's sake. So I've got a stop area below the pin bar. This is definitely something I'm looking to buy into. So that's British pound, Japanese yen. Aussie dollar, US dollar, that's another one. So we had this double top over here, and we mucked around and then basically came back down to the bottom of it and made that target. At the moment, let's just tidy this one up as well. So at the moment, I don't really have we've got a half decent level here at 0.76822, and we've got a more robust area at 0.76378. So yeah, trend is up. I'm looking to buy, but I'm looking to buy off structure. And again, you know, it's a dollar pair. So this is, to me, the Aussie dollar, US dollar is a better indication of where you're going to be, of what's going on with the dollar. So at the moment, yeah, we're going to have to wait for structure, and there's not much. Well, we are at structure at the moment, so that's the key thing. So here's the first level structure, 076937. Then we have 076822. Everything here is indicating that I need to be paying very close attention to this chart for a potential move back to the upside. So yeah, I'm tempted, but I think we'll just sanity will prevail, I think, and we'll just stay out of this. Pound Japanese yen is probably a better bet at the moment for me. Okay, Aussie dollar US dollar is a potential here. It's worth. I think it's worth it if you're willing to take the risk. It's probably worth it. This pin bar down here is your stop area, so you're looking for price action, something like this. But I'm looking for a second one now. Everything else is lining up quite nicely for an opportunity to move the up, and that would probably be gap close. Okay, whether that happens in the European session, I doubt it. More than likely extend to the USA section. And the last pair, British pound, Aussie dollar. We've been mucking around here, sort of looks like people are scaling in here for longs on the pound. So that to me is what is kind of transpiring, although it's really mucky and messy at the moment. So I think I'd like to see some structure, and we've got gaps, so I would wait for some kind of pullback and decent structure before looking at this at the moment. So basic summary over here is we are moving sideways, so there's nothing really that's exciting me. Okay, until we break up. So we could break through the top here, then I want to see a retest. So 175670, break up, come back and retest, then I'll start looking at this. Remember, this trend has been down for a very long period of time, since October last year. So that to me is something that I need to keep in the back of my mind. It's not going to change at the drop of a hat, but you can see a potential double bottom forming here. And that double bottom would be validated on a break all the way up here at 179268. So patience is key here. The trend is down. You've got a trend line here which will probably offer some resistance as well. So you should technically still be trading with the trend. Don't try and pick the bottom. So the trend is down. You're looking to sell higher up. And I'm going to put a couple of levels in here, and then just look at the 1 hour. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. But you can see if we do break this here, that'll be a higher high. It could be an ABC move, A, B, C, and then a continuation. But it could also be a potential trend reversal. So we just need to wait for confirmation either way. Okay, so that's one that I am paying attention to. I don't think it's going to work out today, but I think in the near to short term, we're probably going to see some kind of opportunities in here, and I suspect the pound is going to start getting stronger. Okay, then we go. That's it for me today on Forex. Hope it helps. If it does, drop us a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We do this every morning, and you get 4 videos to help you set up your charts every single morning, bright and breezy. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the day, and we will catch up with you later. Cheers for now.